guys, my name is Nix Marikuma. I am the owner of Marikuma Healing. I know that we haven't done our reading in a few days. So here's the thing, all right? I promise you, Cancer, we're going to do your 2025 year reading. Let me just explain why I have not been around. I got malaria, okay? And so I had taken like a week to recover, and it was really extreme, but I'm fine. I took medicine. I got all that stuff out of my system and everything. The only thing is that I have my family coming over and they're visiting us right now. So I don't really do my card readings and my witchy stuff when they're around. So when I can, I try to get my stuff done, like card readings, palms, advice counseling, trying to post videos for you guys to see and have, right? So sorry for the delay, right? For the inconvenience of that. In the meantime, we are going to be doing 2025 year readings for our water signs, Cancer. We're starting off you right now. And then we'll be doing Scorpio, and last but never least, our beautiful Pisces, okay? At the same time, we're going to be having shorts about clairsenses and things of that nature, psychic abilities, how to use divination tools, and different types of divination tools to use, okay? All right, now that getting out of the way, let's get this party started. Cancer, the main theme for 2024 last year was for you guys to learn about giving and receiving money and obtaining resources. So being able to go over there, yeah, this is a weird thing. I'm doing it in my room. For you guys who've been there like last year when I started this business, we move a lot around the house, but because I can't do it in my normal office, my room is the only one I can do my stuff. Okie doke. So anyways, 2024 was all about you guys learning how to give and receive money, obtain resources. So get resources that you can have financial stability on, all right? We're going to go into more details of it. So get a snack, sit back, and relax, because you guys know that these readings take a while, okay? Sometimes it's 20 minutes, sometimes it's 2 hours. And lucky for you guys, we're going to be here for a long haul. All right. So why was this Cancer's theme for last year, universe? What was up with that? You. Okay. So stinginess and possessiveness, you guys had to learn about how to save your money. That's why it's about giving and receiving and obtaining resources. Because with the Six of Diamonds, all right, just hear me out. This is all financial. Now, this could also be like me getting steady resources for family, for me to be able to have something to fall back on for my friends, for myself. Yeah, I can. But you also need stability financial-wise, right? Like financial stability. So if stinginess and possessiveness is why you guys are having that for your theme, it could be control of money, control of people, or control of your stuff. Now, here's the thing, guys. Because I love you guys and I always try to be nice and sweet, at the same time, I try to give it to you straight, okay? You can't be controlling people, baby. You should not be trying to control people. You should, like, I understand about your stuff. Like, there's certain things that we all have that we don't want other people to touch. For me, it's my cards, right? My card decks, my books and things, because I set up my, like sometimes, right? I have other projects that I need to do. So I set my cards in a certain way, and having to like get all my card decks mumbled up together means I have to take time to separate it. I don't know where the energy of other people have been. I don't want their energy contaminating my stuff kind of thing. And if you get it, you know what I mean. And if you don't, it's just kind of like you don't want negative people to mess up your positive stuff because it takes a long time to clean it, okay? I'm possessive on some of my things, but I try not to control people. And I'm working on saving money and being better, not spending and not over giving and being too generous. Doesn't mean that I'm a bad person. It just means that I'm learning to be controlling and possessive of my finance. And I feel like that's what you guys were doing last year. Okay. This also will help you guys to be vulnerable. So powerlessness will help you about saving money because you may need to open up and be like, okay, I think that, like, here's the thing. You guys want to be able to stand on your own feet, okay? And that's great. But you also have to find your way to be able to support yourself. You know what I mean? You can't rely on other people to support you. And I know that's like a really weird thing because like you're supposed to find people that will support you, that will always have your back. But sometimes we don't get the confidants, we don't get our golden girls and our pony boys, the ones that are like our ride and dies. Okay. Sometimes we have to be our own motivator, our own golden girl, our own pony boy. So if you can be able to have discipline and be open and be like, look, I have a spending problem. Like last year, I really had to work better on that because for me, I'm a giver. Okay, I give way too much. And I've learned to save through Airtel, and I've learned to save through like Zelle and things and be like, okay, this is things that I need. These are things that I want. Right now, what I want is not a priority. I'll get this and this on these days. Like my birthday, I'll treat myself, and maybe like on Halloween or whatever, I'll treat myself again. But I need this, this, and this, and I need to save up for that, right? Because I'm having a business, so I want to be able to have buildings and all sorts of things. Like I have big plans for my business growing, expanding, and having a lot of other projects that I'm putting on the way that will be coming through hopefully by hopefully at the end of this year, the beginning of the next, okay? Like maybe in the middle of it. But I have to save and do things. So that means I have to be really disciplined about where I spend my money, who do I give my money to when they need it, and how much I can give to help. I can't give everything to everybody because I also have to think about myself. And you may think that's selfish, but it's not. So being open and honest with yourself about saving money and about like, okay, what do I have control on and what do I not have control on? And whatever I don't have control on, give it to the higher power. Okay, I'm not like, if you don't believe in God or whatever, that's fine. Okay, like I said, this channel, we don't judge anybody's religion, political viewpoints, sexuality, whatever. Everybody's welcomed, everybody's loved. Okay, I will not be one of those bigots. We don't do bigotry here. If you're a bigot, this channel is not for you. Now, that being said, right, it's okay to be disciplined on yourself, but at the same time, be open and honest. Like, hey, these are some weaknesses we have, and this is something that we need to work on. And then give yourself a hug. I know this is a weird thing to say, but like, be like, okay, buddy, now we talked about it. Let's do better. You're learning every day, so don't be hard on yourself. Okay. And the end result is going to be new projects, new things. So this is how you're getting your resources, okay? Again, we're tackling about last year. Why last year was all about giving, receiving money, and attaining resources due to the fact that you're learning to be very strict and controlling of your finance because you're being open and honest with yourself and what you need. And while you're doing these two things, it allows you to be open to new projects and new stuff. Like, okay, this project will be beneficial. We can market that. We can try this. It's allowing you guys to be creative, okay? All right. So let me just put this over here. I have a drawer, so I'm kind of using that as my stand. All righty. For the sake of all that's good and holy, let's just put this as a 6 of diamonds because that's how it started. And this way I don't get confused. Okay. Y'all don't know, bro. Like with 4 types of card decks I'm working with, man, it's bananas. All right. It's absolute bananas because I'm trying to keep all of them in their row. Anyways, financial, all right? We're tackling 2025 now, guys. So Cancer, for your job outlook of 2025 this year is all about dependability and practicality. So in nice words, right, in easier words, things that make sense, things that you can rely on. We're not going out here doing things that don't add up, that do not make sense, that are not dependable, so I can't rely on them. And it's not practical. It's something that doesn't add. You know what I mean? Like, listen, I would love to be this like multi-billion-dollar, You know, like, here's the thing. I would like to have a building that's like a mall, all right? Because we're going to have Tai Chi, we're going to have yoga, counseling, group sessions, crystal therapy. We're going to have breathing treatments and things. We're going to have a shelter. We're going to have all sorts of things for Marikuma healing, right? And that would be like me going over there, getting a big building like a mall, and putting my stuff in there and not having the financial stability to pay for it, to cover for it, to have people to work with me on my company. That just doesn't make sense because it's not planned. Now, that is a plan that I'm going to be doing, okay? And by the grace of the gods and goddesses and divine entities of this universe and world, we're going to have it by the end of hopefully this year or the beginning of next year, in the middle of next year, okay? I don't know how, but we're gonna be getting that in motion. Now, that being said, I can't do it without having it properly planned out, okay? We can't just jump and do things that we want to do because we really want to do it. If it's like that, you're not doing it. For your job, it's all about being dependable and being practical. Are they dependable to you? Are you okay? Can you rely on them? Are they somebody that you can count on? If the answer is yes, then that's great. You're right in your alley. If the answer is no, then you may need to look for something more dependable and practical for you to do. Okay? All right. Oh, okay. This is all about insight and realization. Well, I mean, it came out. So the reason why, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit scattered. I know you guys will get used to how, like, my personality-wise, the more you watch these videos, okay? Because we're learning each other. But anyways, the reason why you're having practical dependability for your job outlook is because of new insight and realization. So you're seeing things for what they are, and you're also seeing what they can be, okay? Which makes a lot of sense, bro. If it's going to be like that. All right, what will help you? Loss and despair. Okay. Don't lose your mind, guys. You know, I know that is hard, but maybe being okay to lose things that don't make sense. Like, when you're seeing things clearly, okay? Because that's what new insight and realization is. It's seeing things clearly. It's seeing things for what they are and who they are. Like, I know who you are now. I'm not seeing you what I want you to be. I'm not seeing you what I'd like you to become. I'm seeing you as yourself, okay? Like, I see you who you really are as a person, like your core, all right? Sometimes we're gonna have to get rid of people that don't make sense, all right? So if you're going through loss and despair, don't be too, like, here's the thing. Don't get caught up on it, being like, oh my gosh, I have to let go of this, but I don't want to let go of that. And what if everything else I know is a lie? Like, look, some things are not what they are. Like, they're not what they appear to be. That's okay. You are learning, okay? You are learning every day. Every day, baby, you are learning new things. You're learning how to handle obstacles. You're learning how to deal with different people. You're learning what works for you, what you want in life, what you don't want in life, okay? You are going to evolve and change your perception, your mind, your heart, your body, your soul. You're going to change the things that you used to like and want may be different now, because now you're like, okay, well, yeah, I want this, but I actually prefer to go and have that instead. And you can take and create with what you want and make it into something new, okay? So sometimes with loss and despair, opening up and seeing people for who they are can be really overwhelming. And it can cause you to be really sad, and it can cause you to be really depressed, because the people that you thought were, like, here's the thing, you thought they were somebody that they're not. And now that you're seeing them for who they really are, it can be a lot. It can be a lot to handle. That's what I'm trying to say, you know. So please be easy on yourself. You didn't know, okay? Believe and receive. If I knew what I knew today versus like way back in the day, you know what I mean? Like in my younger years, when I just thought like everybody was either black and white. I understood the concept of the gray, okay? But I didn't know how big of the gray it actually was. And when I say that, I mean people do bad things for good reasons. Like people will go over there and steal from somebody else, even though it's wrong, because they're trying to support their family. And somebody will lie to you and get close to you to abuse you. So they'll do good things to do for bad reasons. You know what I mean? It's a gray thing. Not everybody is good or evil. A majority of us are just in the between. We're not neutral, but we're both. You know what I mean? Our duality makes us less black and white and more gray, silver, and like a lighter shade of whatever. Like it's a different form of gray. All right, we're in that color scheme, if you will. So don't be overwhelmed for seeing things for who they really are, what they are, and how it is. Okay, it's going to be an adjustment. It may take you for a loop. Just make sure that you stay true to your core, your belief, your individuality, the way you see the world. As you guys know, I believe that everybody should be treated equally, no matter what your color of your skin is, no matter what your sexuality may be, no matter who you believe in religious-wise, or if you don't believe in it at all, that's fine, okay? I choose to love and accept everybody because at the end of the day, I want a world of peace, okay? When I have my kids, when I have my niece and nephew, when I have my grandbabies, you know, whoever partner I get with, we don't know. We'll find out later on in these videos, right? They'll probably show up at some point and be like, hey, I'm Nick's partner. I'm like, okay, well, there's two of us now. Anywho, my point is that, like, I don't believe in being a judgmental prick, okay? We have enough judgmental pricks around in this world. The less, the better. But, I mean, like cockroaches, they don't die. They just multiply and try to be an absolute pain in the ass for everybody. Anywho, my core belief, treat everybody equally. As long as you're not abusing people, children, and animals, I will be your best friend. I will. I'll get along with like anybody. I'm very mutable. I'm very diverse, and my diversity really helps me get along with like different types of individuals, I guess. So it's a blessing and a curse. Anywho, tap into your core strength, okay? Tap into your belief, but always make room to evolve, okay? There's some things I want you guys to stick with, like root your feet down on that belief. And there's also some things that I want you guys to be open up, okay? Be open-minded to see new viewpoints and ideas, because maybe they may help you out, okay? You don't have to follow the crowd. Be your own person. But be respectful and be open-minded, because you don't know. You may learn new stuff, all right? Okay, now. Alrighty. It's the outcome. Oh, Jesus. All right, well, this one came into my hand. Victory and achievements, let's go. So you guys finding out, like, here's the thing. You guys opening up your mind to different perceptions, sticking true to your core strengths, okay? Tying to your characters and your morals. You will get victory and achievements in your job. Let's go, Cancer. That's amazing. That's amazing, baby. I'm happy for you guys. Okie doke. So we did your job outlook. Let's get into your financial. I kept all of them up because I thought that it would repeat. You guys don't know this, but the reason why I also do different card decks for like the more longer readings, right, is because it will pop up again, okay? It will pop up again. So far, none of them have popped up, but it will. They'll be like, you need to pay attention to spiritual growth, or you need to pay attention to not carrying so much burdens, or you need to pay attention to like teamwork. And teamwork is going to be something that you guys are going to be struggling with this year, okay? We'll get into that much later on. So family contentment and joy is your financial outlook. So clearly, you want to be able to have money for yourself, but also to help family. Be content, so be happy, and just have joy in your life. All right. What's the cause? Moving on and getting into a better place mentally. All right. Rest from action and achieving goals. Recuperation, recovery. Recuperation, recovery. I don't have my bless these things. I know some of y'all are from the South, so when I say bless a heart, I hope y'all don't think I'm saying, you. I do mean bless a heart. It's when I say bless a soul. I ain't blessing no souls, bro. Listen. I tried that before and it didn't work the way that I wanted. Okie dokie. Okay. So let me just double check. Yeah, recuperation, recovery. So you're learning about... Okay, so let me get this straight. The reason why you have family contentment and joy, right, for your financial outlook of 2025 is due to moving on and getting into a better place mentally. So you clearly want to be able to do your own money and maybe help your family, but also I feel like if it's not for your family, because your family shows energy and disorganization. So there's some funky stuff going on in there. Maybe you want to live your own life and make your own family. We'll get into that later. Anyways, moving on and getting into a better place mentally is why you have family contentment and joy. And you're learning this because you're taking it easy. You're recuperating and recovering. So taking time and pacing yourself. I'm going to tell you guys this right now. That recuperation recovery, man, can take a butt. It can really kick your can. Because you can't muscle your way through. Okay? I'm a Virgo. And I'm not saying when I say I'm a Virgo, what I mean to say is that I'm a very stubborn person. Okay? I'm kind and caring and loving, and I'm sweet, and I'm hardworking and dedicated. But I am a stubborn son of a gun. I am. If I really want something, I will push and push and push. I will work so hard to get it achieved that I sometimes forget to take it easy, look at it and see, is this something look, are you even ready for this? Are you ready for what you're trying to get? Yes, I'm ready. Are you really though? Or are you just trying to get things done because you don't want to back down from this? You know what I mean? I don't know if it's a Virgo thing. I don't know if it's an earth sign thing. But me as an individual, I can be very stubborn. And that's a good thing sometimes. And it can also be a very bad thing, okay? So don't muscle your way through with your finance. Take it slow. Take it easy. Pace yourself, okay? Now, you don't have to stop, but you're going to have to pace. You're going to have to be okay, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, and then repeat that. Keep the rhythm in the flow, bro. Okay, what's the outcome? Ooh. Planning and preparing. Okay. All right. So because you're trying to get yourself financially stable, you're also working on your mental health, which is very important. I'm really proud of you guys for that because it's not easy. It's not. Put these cards up for a second. These lives and these videos, bro, must be so freaking weird for y'all. I know that's a weird thing to say, but Jesus. Yeah. So here's the thing, right? Let's talk about your finance and we'll come back to what I was about to say. Jesus. All right. So moving on and getting to a better place mentally is going to help you with contentment, family, and joy. I can understand how getting yourself into a better headspace will help you deal with family and stuff, okay? Because again, like I said, your family, which we're going to tackle in just a few more card readings because we have to tackle your love life after this. is energy and disorganization. All right, that's what the Queen of Clovers is, energy disorganization. So I'm putting my energy in things that are not organized. I'm pushing myself way out of hand. And family can be really stressful, okay? So Cancer, for you guys who have like a little bit of a budget family, let's get into it. I, of all people, understand that family can be a very weird topic because everybody, like, here's the thing, there is no perfect family. I'm gonna say it. Somebody in this live, somebody in this video gonna watch this and be like, what do you mean? Of course there's perfect family. My family is the best. Yes, your family is the best, honey. Absolutely 1010%. But, and this is the kicker, no family is perfect. Right? We all have our little secrets. We all have our hiccups. We all have our less holy are thou kind of things. And that's fine. It is. But we can't just go over there, right? And pretend that everything is great when it's not. Sometimes our family is really toxic and abusive, okay? Sometimes we want to help our family, but we can't go over there and do all these things to help them because they refuse to help themselves. So if being able to get in a better headspace, to not be so financially frustrated, like, okay, I'm preparing to save money because I'm going to go over there and I'm going to do this trip and I'm going to try this and I'm going to try that, but I need financial stability. But at the same time, I need to help my family. My family needs money. I need to be able to provide for myself and for them, right? Do what you can. Like I told you guys about me trying to work on savings when we're talking about 2024, right? Well, it was all about obtaining resources, giving and receiving money. Know how much to give. I love my family. I do. I love my friends. I do. If I have the money to help them out, I would give them in a heartbeat. But at the same time, I have to think about myself. I have to think about myself. I can't go around and pretend that I have all this infinite amounts of money and I don't have to save. It's not selfish to think about yourself and give what you can. I can't give you $500. I can give you $250, okay? That's as much as I can give you. I'm sorry, because you have rent, you have bills, you have other things that you have to do, you have your cars and stuff. So prioritize yourself. Think of yourself before you try to think of others. It is not selfish. A lot of people gonna be like, it's selfish. You're not thinking of others. You're just being a prick. Listen here, I can only give what I can. I can only give what I can. And last time I checked, we all can't just help each other out. I can give you what I can give you. I can advise you when I can't have money and finance to help you out. And I can be emotional support. Like, there's other types of ways I can help people out, right? Do that. So plan and prepare. Take it step by step for your finance. And work on not overwhelming yourself and feeling that you're not good enough because this isn't working the way that you want or that's not coming fast enough. It will come when it comes. Work towards the goal. Be nice and easy to yourself. This is your financial advice, okay? All right. Let's get it started. Hold on. Let me just check this really quick. Something doesn't seem right. Wait, yeah. Yeah, I was right. It's you. Yeah? Yeah. It's you. Okay, so loop de doop. Okay, guys, now let's go into your love life, all right? Your love life, Cancer, is untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft. So you guys have been betrayed by people that are supposed to love and respect you. Sorry about that. That's not fun. You know, you give yourself to people and they just kind of throw you away. All right. This is due to victimization and giving up. Okay. So I think if you guys are not in relationships, all right? For you guys who are in relationship, I'm going to tackle you guys in a second. For y'all who are not in a relationship, Cancer, you're like, is this year going to be the year for love? You're going to have to work through the untruthfulness, untrustworthiness, and theft, which is caused by the victimization and giving up. So you need to be able to give up. Like, here's the thing. Heal, all right? Love is such a here's the thing. Love is such a difficult emotion because it's not all about caring about somebody, being devoted and heartfelt. It's being with somebody through the good, the bad, and the ugly. Like, there's so much other things that are attached to it, you know what I mean? Like, for example, right? If I love somebody, I try to give you the best of me. At the same time, I want the best for you. So I'm going to be really honest and I'm going to tell you a bunch of things that you may or may not like. And that's okay. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm not always going to be your favorite person, and that's all right. That's fine. But because I love you, I'm not going to go over there and let you do bad things that are going to hurt you. You know what I mean? So if I'm trying to give you the best of me and I'm trying to be a good partner, I'm trying to be a good listener, a compassionate person, a doer, an affectionate person, someone that will support you, someone that will build with you, somebody that is loyal, respectful, and kind. It takes in a bunch of other things. Like, your love is not enough to make a relationship happen. And some people take advantage of you guys because Cancer, you guys are very sweet. You're very emotionally intelligent, okay? You guys are stereotyped for being too emotional. But the good thing about that is that you're empathetic. You're understanding people's feelings, why they would do this, that, and the third, because they felt this way. And because they felt this way, they did that, right? And I know that I'm talking, and blah, 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 blahing. But hear me out, okay? Because a lot of times, we're going into details of each and every area of this year, right? So instead of just going over there being like what I think it is or what I feel like it may be, we're also just double checking. You guys need to heal. If you are not healed, do not be in a relationship. How do I know if I'm not healed and I want to be in a relationship? All right, baby, let's go. Let's get it on. If you have, like, here's the thing. I'm not ready for a relationship right now. Been there, done that, okay? Right now, I am trying to focus on myself. I know that if I get into a relationship right now, there's still some things I need to work on, right? Because some of us, we get out of really rough and toxic relationships that don't make sense, and we wonder, do we even deserve to be loved, right? If you feel like you don't deserve to be loved or you're just lonely, don't do it. You have to be comfortable with being on your own before you're with somebody else, because they can't be with you every day, every step of the time. Sometimes you're going to want to have a break. And if you're stuck with somebody who's very clingy, you don't have time for you. It's always we, us, our. Oh, we're going to have our time. But our time is 24/7, 365. Baby, honey, angel, darling, all right? Sugar plum, honey bun. You need to be able to be comfortable in your own presence before you have another presence of another, all right? Be able to be like, okay, I have the independence to do this, that, and the third. I am having somebody that respects me. You need to know what you want in a partner. You can't just be with anybody. You need to be with somebody that's worth your time. You know, it takes time and effort and just being like, okay, no relationship is perfect. But nobody, and I do mean no one, whether you're a queen, whether you're a king, whether you're a sexy royal in between, all right? My men, my women, my people, all genders, okay? Hear me when I say this. You can't be with somebody because you're lonely. You shouldn't be with somebody because you don't want to be by yourself. You have to face yourself and understand what you want, because you may get somebody that's not going to treat you right. No relationship is perfect. You guys are going to fight, but no relationship, and I do mean this, no matter what your gender may be, you should not be with somebody who's beating you, who's talking bad about you, who's lying to you, who's manipulating you, who's assaulting you physically, mentally, emotionally, sexually, verbally, right? You don't need the toxicity. Just because I'm alone doesn't mean that I'm going to be stuck with a dick shit, okay? I ain't doing it. I'm not. I'd rather be by myself and happy than having to deal with some toxic piece of crap. I don't want to deal with it. I've been there. I've done it. I've dealt with all sorts of toxic people in my life, man. And I have worked too hard on myself to go back there again. So please hear me when I say, take your time and heal. How do I heal? Healing is scary, and it is a constant, never-ending metamorphosis. You're going through the caterpillar to the chrysalis to the butterfly over and over again, because there's new things that you're healing from, especially if you're like me and you've been through a lot of traumatic stuff, right? Which we'll get into in another video, okay? Because we're not opening that can of worms on this reading. What will open the can of worms up is healing, all right? Firstly, forgive yourself. It's going to be the hardest step you ever going to take, baby. Forgive yourself. You went in there with good intentions and people fucked it up. You knew that something was not right, but you believed that it could be better. You believed that you could save them. You believed that you could change her. You believed that you could change him. You believed that you could change them. You believed that it would work out if you do everything they say and you do all the things that they want. It would all work out. It's just a testament. It's just trying you out. It's just teaching you a lesson. Forgive yourself. You came in there with good heart and they messed it up. 2, let go of the situation. Letting go of the situation does not mean that you forgive these mother ruffers. It just means that they no longer control you. 3, work on your triggers, okay? Work on your triggers. And what are triggers? Aren't triggers only for PTSD? You can get PTSD in a stressful workplace, a stressful environment, stressful relationship, traumatic things. PTSD happens from victims or survivors of like domestic abuse, of sexual assault, of narcissistic people coming after them and antagonizing them and making them feel small and defeated and pathetic, right? You can get post-traumatic stress disorder, which is what PTSD is, okay? And I'm telling you this as somebody who has it. You got to work on your triggers, because somebody, when you're going out there, right? Where's my card? Jesus, jumping Josephits. When you're looking for somebody, they may accidentally do something that your ex did, and that will send you back to like, oh my God, they're just like them, right? I like Star Wars. Okay, let me have something relatable to me, right? I'm a pastor. I know, it's always the pastors. Why? I don't know. Anyways, pastors that are listening to this, please don't come from me. Not all of you guys are bad. Some of you guys are and some of you guys aren't. I mean, there's good and bad in everybody. So, Anywho. And you have to read this and you have to do that. Well, if you don't get over your triggers, especially if it's like Bible related or Christian related, you are going to think that every Christian is out to get you. Not all of them are. Just like not all people with different spirituality and different beliefs are bad people. A majority of us are really freaking cool. Like super freaking chill, man. We're just out here vibing. vibing and flowing with the flow, no matter what the current may be, okay? But certain things that they do, like maybe they tap on the table, maybe they laugh or scoff, or maybe they say something like, oh, I'm just kidding, I just wanted to see reaction. You take things too seriously, you're too sensitive, right? And you go back into the last time somebody said that and that was an abusive situation, and you think back at that. Those things can set you off, and it can make you go back in time to where you didn't have power and control, and you feel like you're that same little person again. Work on your triggers. Work on your triggers, baby. Because if you don't work on your triggers are going to work on you. And that's not going to be nice, all right? Now, after you get rid of the hard 3 steps, the last 3 steps are super fun. The 4th step is all about blocking people. No contact, delete, block. They're a waste of your time. They're not worth it. If they make you feel small for them to feel tall, they're not worth it at all. If they have peasant, not pleasant, peasant, all right? A peasant, lower than, beneath energy. Now, what are peasants? I'm so happy that you asked. A peasant is somebody with low vibrational negativity. They're always angry. They're never happy. They're constantly complaining. And forgive me for my expression, they're bitching and moaning a lot. Okay, you're not good enough. This isn't going to work. They don't try this. You're never going to be this. I'm not good enough. Everything sucks. They're all against me. Men suck. Women suck. People suck. Oh, I should have deserved better. I should have gotten this, that, and the third. Sorry, somebody is at my door. And I'm not opening it. Anywho. Sorry. But like this, that, and the third, right? Okay. So, when you're dealing with all that, you leave them alone. Okay, you leave them alone. Don't go over there and try to save them. Don't go over there and try to be like, oh my God, they just had something so traumatic happen. That, listen, we all gone through some traumatic stuff. I'm sorry that life is hard, but you got to change. You cannot always be like, because I was hurt, or because I was molested, or because I was raped, or because I was physically assaulted, or because I was abandoned, I have the right to make everybody feel miserable. Heal. Some people choose not to heal because they want other people to feel sorry for them and for them to suck your energy out. Those are called energy vampires. Those are also peasants. You're a queen, a king, and a royal. You're a man, a woman, and a person. You're her, you're him, and you're them, okay? You're up here, honey. You're up here because your vibration is high. And the peasants are down here. They can't come up to you. So what they do is they chip you down until they're either above you or you're at the same level. And when you're at that low vibrational level, it's just toxic for you. It makes you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually sick. So don't waste your time with that, all right? Block those people. If they're problematic and dramatic, bye. Bye. Like, peace, love, and deuces, bro. Don't come to me. I don't want that nasty energy on me. Listen here. No, don't touch me. Don't come near me. I don't want nothing to do with you. You're a peasant. Okay, I'm a queen. I'm not about to deal with all that. Y'all can say that I'm being mean, but you're going to remember when you're healing and I come to that 4th step about blocking people, you're going to hear my voice say, girl, why are you out here giving these people, listen, you're a queen, you're a king, you're a royal. Why are we dealing with these people? Block, honey, block them. Bye. Bye. Okay, peace, love, and deuces. Ain't nobody about to, listen here, ain't nobody about to deal with all that, okay? Thank you. Now, right, the 5th and the 6th. The 5th step of healing is learning yourself, loving yourself again, and understanding that you're really an amazing person. And the 6th one is accepting yourself. Loving yourself for your good, your bad, and your ugly, okay? Okay. Now, what's going to help you with this victimization and giving up? I feel like there's going to be, go. I knew there was going to be a repeat. Wisdom, patience, and wisdom, patience, and diplomacy. Okay, let's go. So also, guys, this is also the same card for your spiritual outlook. Wisdom, patience, and diplomacy. So you're going to be wiser and smarter. You're going to be patient with yourself and with people. And diplomacy is just a fancy smancy word for being a compromiser. So you're meeting in the middle, you combine ideas, or you agree to disagree. Okay? When it comes to bigots, I agree to disagree. I don't like them. All right? And I'll probably say it to somebody's face. I'm like, look, I don't know if it's just ignorance or maybe you don't know, but you're being a real bigot. You know, you don't be going around spreading all that hate. Have you seen the world we're living in right now? We have enough hate to go around. We need love. You know, we need like understanding and we need respect. We need compassion. We need open-minded individuals, out-of-a-box thinkers and creative flows. We don't need this structure. Like, listen, there is time for structuring strong fundamentals. And there's also time to make room for new ideas and just evolve with each other. Like, we're all the same. So what's really happening, bro? Like, what's up? Anywho, that being said, yeah. All right. Surprised. I'm gonna say I'm surprised that the 9 of Hearts or the 9 of Diamonds didn't pop up, man. I know at some point in time they are. Okay. That's the first one you saw. Okay, fine. Turning inward in empathy. Do not shut down your emotions, Cancer. For your love life, do not shut your heart away because you're scared to get hurt. Take your time. Okay? Take your time. I am 29 years old. I'm not married and I'm single. But I know that this year I'm going to be 30, right? And so the 30s are going to be great because I am going to get married and I am going to have children and I am going to have a family and I'm going to have a lot of things. But it's okay. You don't have to rush into anything. Take your time, learn yourself, be around people that make you happy. And if you find somebody that you like and you have a good feeling about them, like, here's the thing. This is how you know you're with the one. Butterflies in your stomachs is not going to help you, honey. Women, my queens, my bodacious royals and my queens, okay? Y'all are not going to necessarily have butterflies in your stomach when it comes to the right one. Whoever she, he, or they may be, whatever your partnership may be like, okay? All right. You're going to be comfortable with this person, though. Something in your spirit and your soul is going to take time to know them. And as you know them, you're going to feel very comfortable and happy with them. And then you guys can make something happen. Not all the time it's going to be butterflies. A lot of times it's going to just be calmness. You're just comfortable around them. And they're comfortable around you. And you guys can have something, you know, that really helps you out. Now, that being said, do not shut your heart off because you're scared of getting hurt. Your ability, Cancer, to be very emotionally intelligent, very empathetic, compassionate, and kind is a great strength. And it's a hard strength to have because people are full of shit. All right? Y'all gonna have to forgive me. I curse quite a bit. I know that's not very, like, you know, becoming, but hear me out, right? You are worthy of having your heart open and be loving and kind. Your emotions give you power and strength. Your ability to understand people in a deeper and more touchy-feely kind of way is a great gift. It is a very difficult gift because not only do you have the ability to feel what others feel and sense what others sense, you also able to give what you feel out to them and same vice versa. I want you guys to understand the ability to control emotion, yours and theirs, is a very strong ability. And not everybody understands that it's a very intense one too. I can give you what I feel, and I can take what you're feeling and give it to myself. I can absorb your emotions. At the same time, I can allow you to absorb mine. It's a give and take. All of you guys have that ability, but it's a very draining thing. Okay? All right. So do not shut down because it is too hard. Take a break, breathe, feel what you need to feel, and control your emotions, not the other way around. If you do not stop knocking on my door, you are not coming in. I do not know you. Please stop. Thank you. Y'all think I'm crazy because who's knocking on whose door, but I hear it. I hear knocking. Right? Ain't I just the cutest? But yeah, so far that's for your love life, honey. Take time. Find somebody that you can trust, someone that you can rely on, but also work on relying and loving yourself more. Then whoever's supposed to be will come. Okay, family, let's get into it. Is energy disorganization? Okay. So what's the cause of all this, man? What is the cause of Cancer having energy and disorganization for family, bro? What is up? What is up? Jesus. Okay, so new ideas, new projects, new things. So you're focusing on new projects and new things and new stuff, like new work, new home, things of that nature. That's what's causing the discord, the disorganization in energy. So you want to have time with family, but you're focusing on other stuff right now. They may feel like you're leaving them. Maybe they feel neglected, you know? So it's okay. I get it. Me too. I wish I could see my family as much as I want. But, like, in order to have that, I have to, like, you know, work this business and get this stuff started. So, yeah. Ooh. Okay, organization and moving quickly. Yeah, moving quickly in organizations. What's going to help you guys out? So you need to get yourself situated. Ooh, loss and despair, which is the same thing that was for your job. So let's go. Let's see. And new ideas, I think, also popped up. No, I'm probably seeing ahead of time. Okay. Let's sit down and do all these things. Yeah, that's better. And loss and despair is your outcome. Okay, so the reason why you have energy and disorganization for family is because of new projects, new job, new home, new things, right? So you're working to get these stuff for yourself, but you may not have time for your family, and they may feel left out, or like, you know, it could also be a lot of drain. Like, here's the thing. Either you guys are trying to balance way too much, which I guess makes sense, you know? Like, okay. I have to just move around. I always have to move. Sweet Jehoshaphat. Okay, let's get into it. So, with new project, new home, and new things, right? We already established that. That's what's going on. For energy and disorganization, when you put your energy and it's not organized, it causes a lot of dysfunction, okay? For example, if I had to do 20 card readings, 5 counseling and advices, and I have to also make, you know, 30 palm readings all in the same day, I'm going to be pretty booked, right? I have to be able to make sure that I have time for everybody. I need to be able to communicate with everyone and try to get that all situated. But I put them all on the same day and I didn't plan it out. So now I have all these sweet, sweet people that I have to handle and take care of. And, I can't just rush through their reading. I can't be like, okay, well, your heart line says that you're going to have a very long life, but it comes into your fate line and that says that it's going to be kind of corrupted. And yeah, you're fine. Yeah, see, it's great. Okay, next. Who's next for me to read? No, I want you guys to have like your own personal time, and I want it to be where I take my time. I'm giving you guys what you need to hear, and I'm giving you advice and counseling. I'm clearing your mind. I'm giving you clarity. That's all that I want. And letting you guys feel heard and loved, I want that. Because I feel like if you treat people like numbers, then you're not really supposed to be in business. People prefer to be treated with love and kindness than having to go around and be treated like an object. Last time I checked, people are not objects, all right? Objects are objects, but objects are treated like people, and people are treated like objects. We live in a very mad world, guys, a very mad world. So organize and keeping yourself neat, okay? Know how to put your energy into things and don't strain yourself out. So when it comes to family, you want to be able to be there for family. You want to go over there and hang out with them and see them and have all this stuff working for you. But at the same time, you got all these projects that you have to accomplish, right? And it's a lot. So make sure that you organize yourself. Get yourself organized, plan it out. Take a break, breathe, scream, shout, let it all out. Sometimes, guys, life is frustrating. And what are you going to do? You can't just hold it in. You got to go outside and just scream. It's a lot better if you live out in the country, because like in the country, we really don't care if you scream or not. I mean, hey, we all have enough land to do it, right? In the city, maybe if you can't scream outside, you can grab a pillow and just scream inside the pillow. I've done that before. It helps. It gets some of the edge off. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So organizing, getting yourself steady will help you out a lot. So that way you can be like, okay, I'm working A, B, and C. I have this time off so I can make some time for family. I can be able to work this much and then I can take a vacation and I can see them for like 2 weeks, right? Hopefully this year I'll get to see my family. I'm trying to plan, but like I think somewhere around in the spring, so like in a few months from now, I'm really wanting to go and see my family again and see how they're doing. But again, I have to plan and organize. So that being said, right? Don't lose your mind because things are getting out of hand. Organize yourself so you don't feel lost in despair, so you don't feel overwhelmed, okay? Okay. That is for your family. Take time for them, but make sure that you get yourself organized. Don't kill yourself. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm going to make a part 2 for you guys reading, okay? So stay tuned. Always remember, slay the day, be happy, and be gay. Peace out. I love you guys.